I'm Sammy Knight. I'm a senior football player at State College High School. I selected my 5th grade teacher, Miss Styers, as my teacher of appreciation. I selected Miss Styers because she let me know early on that life isn't always going to be sunshine and rainbows, and she taught me how to prevail whenever things get difficult. I always remember in 5th grade, like my class always had way more work than all the other classes, and at the time I hated it, but it really prepared me for the future, and looking back on it, I wouldn't want it any other way. Thank you, Miss Styers.
I'm Aid Spittler. I'm a senior football player at State High, and I've selected Miss Black as my teacher of influence because she has taught me to always fight for what I believe in, and she's always been by my side since sophomore year. Thank you, Miss Black.
I'm Harrison Schoen. I'm a senior football player at State College High School. I've selected Miss Whitbread as my teacher of influence. I selected Miss Whitbread because she was always the person that believed in me no matter when my grades were low, and she was always there to push me to and help me with my grades no matter what I was doing, if I was in trouble or not. And she was always there to someone to talk to or something. One lesson I learned is never give up on yourself. Always keep on pushing yourself. Even if your grades are low, just keep on going. I would say thank you to Miss Whitbread.
I'm Stevie Goff. For my teacher appreciation night, I decided to choose Miss Manhart. Miss Manhart was my sophomore year advanced English 10 teacher. The reason why I chose Miss Manhart was not just because she was such a great teacher, but she gave me so many valuable lessons my sophomore year that I was able to carry that on the rest of my high school career. Miss Manhart made one of my least favorite subjects one of my most favorite subjects. I was never a big fan of reading and writing, but after getting the pleasure to take her class sophomore year, she really changed my perspective. I like to say today that one of the biggest reasons why I read and write is because of her, and I thank her so much for that. She was also just not there for me as a student, but for life. I knew that if I had any issues to deal with, Miss Manhart was always there to help me, and that was something really nice to have, especially in my high school years. I can't thank her enough for everything that she's done for me, and I owe her a lot for the success I've had in high school. Thank you, Miss Manhart, and I appreciate everything you've done for me.
I'm Zach Hash, and I play football for State High, number 42 D lineman. The teacher I selected was Sherry Daniels. She was my Spanish teacher in 11th grade from Central Mountain. The reason I selected her was because she always made the classes fun. She made sure I did my homework. Thank you for everything you've done.
My name is Jackson Edwards, and I'm a senior football player at State College Area High School. My selected teacher for Teacher of Influence is Mrs. Karen Rosman Styers, also known as KRS. And I just wanted to tell you, Mrs. Styers, how much you really meant to me and what an impact you made on my life. And you really set me up for a great future. And so I really appreciate that. So, thank you.
My name is Connor Moeller. I'm a senior here at State High. I just want to give a quick shout out to Coach Sentell for being my teacher of influence. And although he may not be an actual teacher in school of mine, he's definitely been a teacher outside of school and on the field. And the lessons that he's taught me, the lessons that he's taught everyone throughout these years are lessons and memories that we all will take with us throughout the rest of our careers and the rest of our lives, and hopefully pass down to our future kids. I'm gonna remember anything from Sentell. It's him pulling up to practice every day, wearing his red cleats, and just making the best out of every practice. He knows how to have fun. He knows how to enjoy the game. He knows how to just enjoy every small moment, whether it be right after we lost a game or right after the biggest victory that we've had. He knows how to have fun. He knows how to cheer us all up. So that's probably what I'm going to take away from all this, is just how fun and exciting Coach Sentell has been and the lessons that he's taught everyone throughout these years. So again, thank you again, Coach Sentell.
I am Carson Franks, and I am a senior football player at State High. I have selected Mr. Thompson as my teacher of influence. I selected Mr. Thompson because he's been a good friend of mine since freshman year when I had him for accounting, and he really sparked my interest for business and finance. A good memory I have of Mr. Thompson is whenever he'd play the guitar for us on Fridays or in the hallways during the holiday season. Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
My name is Nick Beebe. I'm a senior football player at State College High School. My teacher of influence is Mr. Leitzel. I selected Mr. Leitzel because of his dedication to keep pushing me to do well, as well as always being there for you if you needed help with anything. In his class, we would always talk about sports, which I love to talk about. A fun memory I had in this class was when we would get to take home a stuffed animal tiger named Mr. Woods, which was our classroom mascot. Overall, Mr. Leitzel has helped me shape me into the young man I am today. Thank you, Mr. Leitzel, for being being my teacher of influence.
My name is Michael and I'm a senior football player at State College High School. And I have selected Mr. Felsman as my teacher of influence. I selected him because he is what turned me into what I am today academically. Like, he is the one who inspired me to succeed, and he also welcomed me into the Scholastic program because 6th grade was the first time I ever went to a State College area school district school, and he helped me get comfortable in this program, in this whole district. One of my favorite memories about him was that he loved playing guitar. I love rock music and stuff like that. Hopefully play guitar at some point. And I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Felsman for getting me this far, and I plan to keep going thanks to him.
I'm Emerson Martin. I'm a senior at State College High School. The teacher I've selected was Coach B. Coach B has taught me more about life and my history and most of those things. The funnest memory is probably those trips back from the hill over the summer. Thank you, Coach.
I'm Robbie Kressler, and I'm a senior football player at State College High School. I've selected Miss Mauk as my teacher of influence. I selected Miss Mauk because she really helped me gain more confidence in myself. She pushed me to work hard and believe in myself. Thank you, Miss Mauk.
I'm Delaney Yost, and I'm a senior manager for State College High School. I chose Mr. Reeder as my teacher of influence because he's always been like a big brother, and he helped me a lot through my junior year. I vividly remember him always saying, "Girls don't know boys, and boys don't know girls, and girls don't know girls, and boys don't know boys, because you all barely even know yourselves." And it really taught me to focus on myself. So I just want to say, thank you, Mr. Reeder.
My name is Conrad Moore, and I'm a senior football player at State College Area High School. I selected Miss Brennan as my teacher of influence. I selected Miss Brennan because she helped develop my interest for U.S. government and civics. As my homeroom teacher and social studies teacher, she helped make my 8th grade year one of my favorite years at SCAS. I really appreciate her discussion-based teaching and her dedication towards helping students thrive in the classroom. My favorite memory is playing basketball during homeroom with my current teammate and running back Nehemiah Howe. I will never forget Miss Brennan taking my side whenever Nehemiah and I would argue about who is the better basketball player. This is something we still talk about today, especially at practice. Thank you, Miss Brennan.
I'm Nehemiah. I play football for State High, and the teacher I chose for my influence was Mr. Reeder. I chose Mr. Reeder because he helped me through my junior year, and don't forget what I did to you on that mini hoop.
Hi, I'm Clayton Divert. I'm a senior football player for State High. I've chosen you, Mrs. Clark, as my most influential teacher. I've chosen you because you helped me through some rough patches. You always kept me on track in school, and plus you always got my humor. And I would just like to thank you for dealing with me through the years.
I am Patrick McCauley, and I'm a senior football player at State College High School. I have selected Mr. Chamberlain as my teacher of influence. I selected Mr. Chamberlain because he not only made math class enjoyable for once, but he taught me how to be a better man throughout my time with him. I remember every day I came to class, I would always have a few questions for him, whether it was a problem I was dealing with in my own life or my own curiosity. And the answers he gave me or the stories he told me, they would always have some bearing of advice that I could take to heart and really better myself as a growing man. Thank you, Mr. Chamberlain.
I'm Jason Green, and I'm a senior at State College High School. I've selected Coach Matt Leitzel as my teacher of appreciation. I've chosen him because out of the last 4 years, he's made the biggest impact in my life. He's not only taught me life lessons on the field, but off the field too. And I greatly appreciate everything that he's done. Thank you, Coach Sentell. Go State.